Did you know $4 a day on iced coffee comes out to $1,460 a year? Oh! Would you like to continue the same exact life you're living in 2023? Or would you like to become a new man? Now, I went conservative and said that the average American spends $4 on coffee a day, which would then come out to $1,460 a year. But did you know this? The average American actually spends $3,000 per year eating out and an extra $150 to $200 every month a year on gas. When a lot of the times they don't actually have to go these places that they are going. $4 a day on coffee, $150 a month on gas, and $3,000 a year on eating out comes a little over $6,000 of extra cash per year. Now, during a bear market, you can see crazy returns from 30% to even 50% over the next couple years. So an extra $6K invested in a bear market can actually generate an extra $1,800 to $3,000 per year without including the dividend. Obviously, to start out the video, before we get into the steps, is to cut bad habits, discipline yourself, and learn money management come January of 2023. The first and most common mistake is actually leaving your money in a savings account. You see, the average savings account is giving a 0.01% interest per year on your money. So banks are literally giving you nothing for your money. Especially with inflation rising 2023, everything is going to become more expensive. And if you have your money in a savings account or even a checkings account, chances are it is going to deteriorate over time or become less of value. Not only that, but when you leave your money in a bank, they're literally investing it for themselves or lending it out to other people and businesses who actually need money. You might be wondering, with high inflation, where do people actually get this money to put into their savings account? And this leads us into mistake number 2, and that is panic selling. The worst thing that you can do, and one of the most common things that everybody does, every single retail investor, individual investor does during a bear market, is panic sell their stocks because the stock market is going to go lower. They have a crystal ball and they know exactly where the stock market is going to bottom. That is completely wrong. Majority, and a vast majority of people who actually try to time the market do substantially worse than people who just dollar cost average into the stock market. So how do you fix number 1 by not having money in the bank? Well, of course, invest it. But how do you fix number 2 and not panic sell during a bear market? Where do you invest this money? Now, on average, the overall market brings in a return of 8 to 12%, and you might be thinking that is not enough money to get me rich during 2023. But remember, that is average return, and remember when I told you that bear markets can go from 30 to 50% to the downside and recover over the next couple of years. The S&P 500, or ticker symbol SPY or VOO, are very safe things to invest in that also produce a dividend and is currently down 20% year to date. Now, of course, this is over the longer term, but what should you do to get rich in 2023? But you could go jump into meme stocks like what happened with Volkswagen during the 2008 crash that rose 567% just that year. But again, doing so, you could end up like this guy. As interest rates rise in 2023, be very careful investing in growth stocks, and the one thing I would point out is maybe think about investing in dividends or creating a dividend portfolio. Because even when stocks tend to do bad, most companies still pay out their dividend, but make sure to do your research behind them before you invest. Oh hey, didn't see you there. Let me tell you about today's sponsor really quick. The sponsor of today's video is Moomoo. Moomoo is a commission-free trading platform that actually keeps your money FDIC insured, lets you trade options, go long, go short, have access to free level 2 order book data that you have to pay for on other platforms, so you can see where big whales are loading up or dropping off shares. You can also have access to other exchanges, trading crypto, and a customizable earnings calendar and more. But that's not the point of this sponsor. The point of this sponsor is that using my link pinned in the top of comments or in the description down below, either one, is going to give you up to 20 free stocks and a chance to win $60,000 plus a free wheel spin on another important stock. Signing up, downloading Moomoo on your phone or computer using my link, and depositing even a penny into your account. Literally any deposit will get you these benefits. Thank you, Moomoo, for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to it. Speaking of dividends, people always are going to tell you, you invest $1 a day until you're 65, you'll have $1 million. Nobody wants to do that. And let me tell you the reality of this. The reality of the person asking a question does not want to hear that. And let me tell you what you may not want to hear, but what you have to hear. And this is the biggest mistake of them all. Mistake number 3. Now, I'm young, I've already started, I have a short-term portfolio that is super risky, and then I probably was a degen and bet a little too much money on, but I also have a long-term portfolio with the S&P 500, some dividend stocks, and other stocks in there as well. The biggest mistake people make is waiting to start. That is not a thing, and it should not be a thing. Well, I want to wait until I have a little bit more money, because you need a ton of money in stocks to make a ton of money. This is exactly how the 1% stay rich and the 99% stay broke. Essentially, your bills are not going anywhere. Those expenses are never going anywhere. You're always going to have to pay health insurance, go to the dentist, go to the doctors, use your car, pay car insurance, etc., and you're going to need food and water. The more and more you put off investing, the later in life you're going to think to yourself, wow, I'm stuck at my 9 to 5 until I die.
Now, I definitely can't tell you guys what to invest in, but I can tell you what every YouTuber is going to say, and they're going to say invest in VOO or the S&P 500, same thing, because of their average return of 8 to 12% and that 1.6% dividend yield. And or they may tell you other ETFs and index funds, SCHD, maybe even some dividend stocks. With that being said, after this video, if I were you, I would go research what dividends to invest in, and finally just start. What dividend stocks to invest in, what ETFs to invest in, and why. Make sure to do your DD, make sure to do your research, and once you click off the video, just literally start. You can open a portfolio even with my link down below into that app I told you. It's gonna give you a bunch of free stocks, and if you really want to, you can sell those and start your portfolio. So if you open up an account and deposit $1, for example, and sell all those free stocks, maybe you'll have $70 to $2,000 to invest and start a portfolio basically for free.
All right, guys, this is how I am going to leave it off. One, when you get off this video, look into dividend investing or ETFs or long-term plays or just stocks in general, and look at which ones to invest in. I have all the videos on my channel. If you would like to continue to watch me, it's up to you guys, but please just do that. It's going to kickstart your entire career, your entire entrepreneurship, your entire drive to get rich. You have to put it there. You have to just start. And second, start saving a little bit of money. Stop spending so much on coffee. Drink a little bit of home coffee. And if you can't, invest in a coffee maker. Invest in things that are going to save you money. You need the piece of paper to work for you. And in my opinion, based off of what's coming in 2023, dividends are a better way to go over growth stocks, at least until mid to late 2023. And another thing, if you're not around people that are more successful than you, don't listen to their opinions. Every single person is going to have an opinion, and if they're lazy about it, then chances are you're probably lazy about it too. Don't listen to your friends on how to invest. Don't listen to YouTubers on how to invest, but just take it with a grain of salt and put piece by piece together yourself. Is this a good investment? Is this a bad investment? Is this dividend a good investment? And how do I know because this YouTuber said so? Okay, well, if you have a phone or a computer with Google on it, you can find out the financials of that company, their recent earnings, if they are earnings and cash flow positive, if they have been issuing their dividend and paying it out in full, if their dividend has been rising or decreasing, etc., etc. You can look into basic things that are going to take you less than an hour out of your day, and that can structure the rest of your entire life. All right, guys, that's enough of my rambling for today. Hopefully you found value out of the video, or at least enjoyed watching the video. Let me know in the comments down below what your strategy is going to be going forward. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.